Hi everyone and welcome to my first online class. Times are changing, not a very good time in the world at the moment, but we've just got to make the most of it. So with this online class we're doing 3 cards and I'm just going to do 3 short videos so you can work your way through the instructions and we'll see how you go. So I'll just turn you down to start. I hope you can see that okay. Okay, so what we're going to use is the Magnolia set, and we're going to use the Magnolia blooms. You might not have this stamp set, but that's okay. You just use whatever you have at home. But I'm just showing you this one. This is in our beginner's book. But it's not only for beginners, it's for everybody. And it just shows you everything that the cards, and there's a whole little kit that you can buy from that beginner's book. And they're great sentiments and clear images. And it actually coordinates very well with our Magnolia suite. So this is our Magnolia Lane suite that's in the main catalogue. So that's those. So our first card is a Concertina card, which this is the first little card. So I'm just going to take that apart. So it just concertinas out like so. It's up to you. You might want to put more flowers and things like this, but I just wanted to get the concept out to you. So you just fold it back like that. There is a place where you can write over the back, and that's a nice little belly band that goes on here. So the only stamping on this card is the sentiment. So I'll just show you how to do this card. I'll just put that aside. Everyone will get instructions when they order their kit. So I'm just going to actually work through the instructions so then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, because some things are a bit harder to explain. So our first bit we need to do, we're going to be using the Designer Series paper, basic black and Whisper White cardstock, and that's about it with the black ink. So for our card base, I'm just going to take all these little bits off. All this will be cut to the correct size in your kit, so you won't have to worry about that. Now this is take 2 of the video, because I was saying to you we wanted to score and do not cut, so the first thing I did was cut. So our cardstock is 8 1/4 by 5 3/4, and our first score line here with our 8 1/4 inch up the top, we're going to line it up. So you just use whatever trimmer or scorer you have, it doesn't matter. So it's going to be 1 3/8, and then we're going to score. So you can see that I've already scored that. So then you score. Then we're going across to 4 inches and score, and then we're going to 5 3/8 and score. So that's the first piece done. Now we're going to take our second piece, which is 2 inches by 5 3/4 as well, and we just want to line up at 1/2 inch. And this time I'm not going to use the cutting blade, I'm going to use the scoring blade and just score like so. I'll just put that aside. Now we're going to bring in our bone folder and we're just going to burnish. So where it on our score lines, we're just going to go up and down and burnish those. So this one first, I want a valley, and then I want a mountain and a valley. So there's your card, and this little extra is just going to be stuck on here. So when we open it, we've just got that little bit extra. So it's up to you how you do it. You can either put sticky strip. Some people like sticky strip, some people like snail. I'm a bit of a glue person. I probably should be using snail or something for the quickness of this, but I would just put it down, just measure it up to the line like so, And there we go. So there's your card base. And there it is. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add our designer series papers that I've already cut out that fit neatly into those pieces. So I'm just going to add those quickly. Just line them up. You'll take a little bit more time with yours and have them all lined up nicely, but you don't want to sit here and listen to me for hours. So I decided to make all birthday cards. It's my birthday month. This month is April, and I'll be turning 60, and I'll be celebrating all by my lonesome. Oh well, Matt will be here. So that's why it's birthday month. So I just thought this way I'll be able to celebrate with all you guys. You'll be able to think of me while you're making all your cards. Okay, so I'm just going to do a little bit of stamping. So we're using Memento ink. Memento, just black. So most people have got black in their cupboard. I'm throwing the things away. And I'm just going to stamp a little bit on the cardstock. Some people might want to write on these, so I've just left the middle of the cardstock free, or you can write on the back. And don't forget to stamp off. So I just put my lid back on there so I don't get my sleeves in it. I've got bell-shaped sleeves and they're proving to be a nuisance. Now we're just going to add this into the card, just on these little bits here, and that covers up the seam of that extra little bit that you've added on. So there you go, that's that. And now the extra piece I have for the back is I'm just going to add it on for you to write on. You can stamp on it if you like. It just depends how much people want to write on their card or whether they want to stamp. So I've just done that. So that's the base of your card, so that's pretty easy. Okay, so the next we're going to do our belly band. So our belly band is 1.5 inches wide, and what I usually do is I just get about the middle of here. I'll put it down so I can make it a little bit straighter, and then I just bend it forward. Don't have it too tight onto your card because you might want to add a few little bits and pieces, and then just bend it over again. So I have the join at the front. So once I've done that, I'll get out my bone folder and burnish those bits and straighten it up a fraction. And then you can just cut the excess off. So I want it to, now I have got my scissors here somewhere. I just want it to join in the middle, so I'm just going to cut a small amount off here. Doesn't matter that it's crooked, and a small amount off here. Just put those aside. Use my glue. And stick that over. Give it a bit of time to dry. Then we're going to use our DSP, and we're just going to do exactly the same thing. I just turn my card over, bend and bend. I don't glue this on before because when you bend it always ripples and it's not nice. I just cut off a little bit of this here as well. So once I've got my, I'm happy with where I've got it, then I'll just add a bit of glue. I don't add heaps because you don't really need heaps. And just make it a little bit straight. Then come around to the front. So this bit's all going to get covered up. I've just dropped my circle. So now what I've used is the 2 1/4 and the 2 1/2 inch circle punches. You can use whatever you like, whatever you have at home, that's okay. So I've cut out my 2 1/4 inch circle. Now what I'm going to do is stamp Happy Birthday. So I'm just going to stamp that into the middle and punch it out with my 2 inch punch. Now what I've done with, I've gone to the side a little bit because I just want to fit a little bit of the flower on. So I've gone to the side there a bit. I'll cover this up so I don't get that. And just punch that out. So then I have my birthday like so, and this is the flower that I've just cut out of the DSP, so there's no stamping, and I'm just going to add it here. Doesn't matter where, you just fit it in wherever it goes. So I'll just add this birthday to the other one, layer it up, and it's going to sit in the middle here. Now just be careful you just get it in that area. And I'm just going to work out, I want it about there. So I'm going to put glue on those couple of little bits here. And then I'm going to use the dimensional on the other side. And that'll just balance it a little bit. So I'm just going to do that. And the dimensionals up here. So that's the first card, and that's very simple. Once you get your instructions and you see it, you'll think how easy is that, and you'll be making lots of them. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be back with the next one very soon. Thank you.